Shopify recently announced a massive update that's going to change the way we dropship forever. Is this update a good thing or is it a bad thing for us? What's poppin', people? It's your boy the Beast of Ecom, and I am back with another video dropping nothing but you already know, value bones. So Shopify recently announced a massive update that's going to change the way we all dropship forever. If you haven't heard or don't know about this update, don't worry, I'm going to explain everything in this video. But the question is this thing a good thing for us or is it a bad thing? Now, before I do that, if you could drop a like on this video, helps out the video, helps the channel, and gives the algorithm some love. And second of all, if you could drop a comment down below, I'm assuming you're going to have loads of questions, so drop a comment down below and I will be going through and answering as many as I possibly can. Finally, if you are new here, then make sure of course you do subscribe to the channel. I drop weekly videos showing you how you can make more money with your ecom and dropshipping stores using Facebook ads, TikTok ads, and all of that good stuff. So what exactly is this update? Well, Shopify have announced something called Shopify Markets, which they are coining the future of international commerce. So there's loads of things in this update which I'm going to cover and explain as best as I possibly can in this video. So what exactly is Shopify Markets? So Shopify Markets is Shopify's way of enabling us Shopify marketers and e-commerce stores and brands and dropshippers to sell worldwide a hell of a lot more easily without all of the complexity. Okay, so let's just watch this real quick video just so that you can understand in short what it is.
There are nearly 8 billion reasons why international commerce should be easier. Today, global trade is gated, needing the biggest brand, the biggest budget, and the most resources to unlock it. The playing field isn't level, and it isn't fair. Selling worldwide is your business's biggest opportunity, so we're changing the game. Introducing Shopify Markets, our new global commerce hub that helps you easily reach new markets and customers, speaks the language of conversion, and helps you scale and optimize your business faster. Turn complexity into action with insights from nearly 1 billion international Shopify orders. Automatically applied to your global strategy that boosts your international performance, connects you with more customers, and manages the details so you can focus on growing your business, not your to-do list. Shopify Markets, the future of international commerce. Learn more at shopify.com/markets.
So let's talk about some of the good things that are happening with Shopify Markets. So you can see here, first and foremost, currencies. Now, as a lot of you guys obviously know, if you are already selling, then there are a lot of apps out there which convert currencies. And basically what Shopify are doing they're just going to build it natively into the Shopify platform. So all of these apps, which are a currency conversion app, probably are gonna be no more. There's gonna be no need for them. You can see here, convert your storefront prices to over 133 local currencies for international customers. Okay. Also, languages. This is another big thing as well. So you can translate your store's content into international customers so that they feel right at home. Now, this for me is absolutely massive because of course there are a lot of countries which I personally don't sell to because of the language. I personally only sell to countries which, speak over 50% of English, such as Canada, Australia, New Zealand, etc. and those countries. I avoid targeting countries such as Germany, France, Spain, and Italy inside with my Facebook ads because of the language barrier. Not many people in those countries actually speak the language of English. So this is going to potentially unlock a whole new audience and countries that we can potentially scale our products to and adverts to with our Facebook adverts. Now, scrolling down, there's domains. Now, you can already kind of buy domains, if you're using something like GoDaddy, which I personally do. So I'm not sure how this is going to help out. Maybe they're now offering these inside of the Shopify, platform where you can purchase them from Shopify. But I'm not sure how they do that because I know there's certain countries which you have to go through certain processes to get. I think one of them's like Sweden and Norway. To get those domain names, you have to kind of like register and they want loads of information. So we'll see how that plans out there. So duty collections. Now you're going to be able to automatically calculate import fees at the checkout for total cost clarity so customers aren't surprised with additional delivery charges. And I think this, from what I've read, this is only for people with Shopify Plus plans. This actual feature is only going to be available for people with the Plus plan, but I'll show you what those things are as well. Now, this feature is going to be absolutely massive if it is exactly what it is, and I'm probably getting a little bit too excited. However, what it is payment methods, and it says you can give your customers direct and secure payment methods that they are used to. So what they're talking about here is localized payments to the country that you are selling to. Now, I know if you have a native store in Germany, Austria, and I think it is Sweden, then you get Klarna already built into Shopify payments. And for everyone else who isn't in those countries, unfortunately, you don't have the option to use Klarna. Now, my thinking and hopes is that this is going to be no longer, and that everyone is going to have access to these localized payments. And if that is the case, then I'm about to scale as hard as I possibly can. So this press release was released about 6-7 days ago on September the 14th. You can see here they have announced Shopify Markets. And there are some very interesting stats in here that I want to show and reveal to you guys just how big this can potentially be for us as dropshippers, e-commerce brands, and e-commerce sellers and marketers online. So you can see here that global e-commerce had a record year in 2020 where sales grew 25.7% to 4.2 trillion. Okay, and it's estimated, right, that upwards of 1 in 4 US buyers will have purchased from a merchant in a foreign country. Now, scrolling down, of course, they've got stuff talking about in July 2021, over 27% of all traffic to Shopify stores came from international buyers. And one thing they've got here, that the complexities of things such as currency conversion, language localization, providing local payment methods, and duty are stopping people from being able to sell effectively online and internationally. So this is what Shopify Markets is trying to solve. Now, if we scroll down here, okay, we can see here in a little bit more detail some of the things that I previously just covered. So you can see here now merchants can use Shopify Markets to identify, set up, and launch and optimize international markets, all from a single Shopify store. And if I continue scrolling down, you're going to be able to see some of the I'll show you here, but we'll go into that in a moment in time, some of the platforms and what it's going to look like inside of our dashboard. But we can see here, essentially, these are some of the big things. So merchants can then manage these markets from a central dashboard, and I'm just going to show you those in a moment in time. And this is an interesting stat here. We've seen that the conversion rates for storefronts with localized languages and currencies is up to 1.13x and 1.40x higher respectively. Okay, very powerful. And it happens all of the time. If you're trying to sell to a country where you don't have the localized payment method, you don't have the languages, you don't have the currency, you're going to lose out on those sales. So Shopify Markets, local currencies and payment methods, and I've got my fingers crossed that Klarna is going to be enabled for everyone. Pricing and price rounding rules per market, and I think this is only for Plus people. Local languages, we've got domain names as well with automatic SEO and automatically show the right currency based on where the buyer is, and of course that's going to put all of those apps out of business. So having a look at some of these dashboards of what it's going to look like, I personally haven't had a look at these myself. That looks pretty cool. You can see here markets, and obviously you're going to be able to know all of your stats in those other markets in that dashboard breakdown there. You can see this is what it's going to look like as well in terms of adding in different markets. This is what it's going to look like in the dashboard in terms of your currencies and setting all of those things there. And of course we've got the currencies as well. And of course the languages. Now you may be thinking, this is all great news. How on earth is any of this bad news, Harry? How on earth is this going to be bad for us? Well, if Shopify are making it easier for international sellers to sell pretty much anywhere in the world, then of course competition is going to increase. The foreign speaking countries in the EU are going to be able to target and sell in the US and all of the English speaking countries. And of course, the English speaking countries are going to be able to now target into those foreign speaking countries without the hassle of languages, payment methods, and all of those kind of things. Having and owning a localized country store is an absolute goldmine. And personally myself, if I'm able to get my hands on localized languages, localized currencies without no apps and of course localized payments as well, then it's game on in any country. So let me know what your thoughts are. Will you be venturing into other countries when this all rolls out? Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Are you looking forward to it? Let me know in the comment section below. I will be replying to as many questions as I possibly can. Make sure of course you smash that like button. It helps out the channel. I'd appreciate it so much. And of course, if you are new here, make sure of course you subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on so that you stay up to date with all of my latest content. If you haven't already got a copy of my 100% free dropshipping ebook, it covers pretty much everything you need to know, then click the link down below. It's 100% free, doesn't cost you anything. Go grab yourself a copy. But that is it for this video. Take care and I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.